Hey, everybody, it's Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News. And I'm very pleased to have with me today Rob Garry, who's the founder of the Pots Box. Rob, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Doug. Very excited to talk to you today.
Well, we're talking about one of our favorite topics here at TR, which is the Pots replacement challenge and crisis. But it's also a great opportunity for the MSP and channel partner community. So, Rob, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you started the Pots Box.
Yeah, I will. So in 2016, I started a company that did fleet tracking. Then we did wireless monitoring of like housekeepers in hotels, and that company still does that. And then, as we saw the opportunity with POTS line replacement, we started heavily going into POTS line replacement. What I noticed was I saw an opportunity that company was managing a lot of partners and everything else. I wanted to make a switch. So I went and I started the POTS box to specifically focus on only POTS replacement and to align ourselves with a different manufacturer that did things differently than we were doing before. The POTS box goes after new business, and we go out and we create a really great product, but also a great sales and marketing program. So we're one of those companies. We use one box, and we can really help our partners sell and market the solution.
Now, one thing that I noticed right away was the emphasis on safety and specialty lines.
Yes. Yeah. So a lot of the telecom companies, they didn't touch specialty lines before. Like they would go in and put in a new VoIP system for the business office. They would give them their, put in Microsoft Teams. They put unified communications in there. But those, 3 or 4 old POTS lines, they would say, yeah, we don't touch those, right? So what we've done and what I've done all along is create a simple, try to make it as much plug and play as possible, and give them the support they need with their partners, just if any challenges come up. And but our partners heavily focus on fire alarms, elevator phones, fax machines, door access, blue light phones, because those tended to be pushed aside by companies. And then you got companies in those industries that just didn't touch the phone line, right? I'm going to give you a new fire panel. We're going to put in a new elevator for you, but you deal with the phone line. So that's where now these companies are seeing these lines are coming down quickly, and they see it as a great opportunity for extra revenue and to stay sticky with your customer.
Now, the next thing that I noticed was the flexible backhaul that you stressed.
Oh yeah, yes, we so you can use broadband, you can use cellular, and we have different types of lines, right? If you're just using a pure voice line, you're like when you make an emergency call, you're calling your own company. You can use we have a regular phone line. A lot of them are specialty lines because they have to be treated differently when the call goes out. So we have those lines for like fire alarms. We bookend it, we grab it, we clean it up to avoid jitter, latency, or any of those problems that would like create a false alarm.
So, Rob, we actually have with us today an image of actually what this is all about.
Yeah. So we come in. What we believe in, Doug, is an all-in-one device, right? You got the router, the ATA, the battery, everything built into it. And our device is manufactured by Data Remote, and they're deployed all over the country, all over the world. It's their second generation. And one of the things I'd point out is some companies will say, hey, you can pick your own router, you can do this or that. All those companies are going to be going to one box. One box is the way to go, because if there's a challenge, you can cover everything, right? You're not saying, oh, I think it's a router, go to the router manufacturer, or it's the ATA, or it's a dial tone. We provide all of this in this one box, and it's a fantastic product.
Let's go through some of this stuff. The first thing I notice up on the top left-hand corner What are you talking about there about the battery?
So the battery is a large battery, and when you had a power outage and you're talking about a fire alarm or an elevator, we'll go more than 24 hours. We can keep the unit on and operating. Depending on how many lines you're using, 24 is the minimum. It can go up to 48, and that's critical in life safety. You'll see a lot of lower cost like single line units out there, but they don't have a backup battery. If to be strong in this industry, you got to have a really good backup battery.
Now, the cellular option is a redundancy as well.
Yeah, the cellular is for redundancy, or if you choose, you can use cellular primary. If you're using it as a redundancy, the data plan you use is very low cost because it's very low usage. If you're using it as primary, it's going to still be very reasonable, but you need more data. Like you need at least 250 megabytes per line, where you might get away with 25 per line if you're using it for backup.
And then what does this mean? Device management portal, you can actually see what's going on?
Yeah. As you know, I know you've been looking at this for a long time. The old copper lines, you can't see. You don't have a way to look at the strength of the line. You don't get an alert if something goes wrong. All of that. So in our portal, you can go in and you can manage all your lines. You can turn them on and off. You can use our portal. You can be proactive. If something goes below a certain level, you can get a text or a call. So it's really great to manage your business and stay ahead of the curve before anything negative happens.
What do you mean by enhanced lines?
So what our enhanced lines are, those are the lines that you use for like the fire alarms, right? So what happens is we have nationwide servers, and when the call is made from the fire alarm, we catch it, and we catch it in the beginning and in the end before we send it out, right? So when you're talking about a fire alarm, you're looking at, okay, it has different protocols. It could be, contact ID and a lot of other different ones. We'll determine what one it is, and if there's any jitter or latency in the line, which is fine if I were calling you on the phone, but it isn't fine when it goes to a fire alarm. It'll get sent back and it'll create a false alarm. So we get rid of the jitter, latency, or any other problems with the line, and we know what we're going to go to connect with before it goes through. Now, this all takes a second. I mean, it happens laser fast. Unlike, some of these, if somebody uses like voice over LTE without any of this, it's going to work like 95% of the time, but 5% you could have a false alarm.
What about the location services you're mentioning here?
So all the stuff you have, like with your, locating you with your cell phone and everything like that, it uses a type of triangulation just to give out location. And obviously you can use 911 if needed through this box.
Well, Rob, with the information we've just gotten, tell us a little bit about the partner opportunity here.
Yeah, so we believe we're unique in the way we've structured our program. So first of all, we do not sell direct. We have partners that are generalists out there. They kind of sell all sorts of wireless stuff. And we have specific partners that sell fire alarms. They sell elevator systems. They might be property management, managing lots of properties, right? So we go after targeted partners and general partners, like somebody who's selling like tablets and routers, and they're working with a cellular carrier. They're a good one for us. And those type of companies aren't used to dealing with telecom systems, right? There's things that are different. Selling a cellular line is different than selling a dial tone, right? So there's taxes, there's fees, it's a different technology. So we go in and we train them on that because they're going after the customers we want, and we'll take up some of the things that they don't want to do. For instance, we'll do the billing for them. We'll put a fee on it. We'll do the billing, and we'll bill their customer. We'll collect their taxes, federal fees, regulatory fees, and we'll be responsible for paying them, and they'll get the money that they billed from us. We also obviously let you white label it. So you can put your name on the portal. You can do you can brand it as your own. Your customer does not need to know that we actually are behind the scenes. If you want them to, we can, but we'll get on there on a call and help you with a customer, and we'll just act like we're part of your team. This is your solution. We want you to get all the credit. We want to be a valued resource for you behind the scenes. We also we do all the collateral for you. Like, all the stuff can be white labeled, so we'll put out all sorts of great presentations and brochures and use cases. Again, we make it easy for you to just white label it and brand it as your own. The thing we do that's really different, Doug, is we offer you direct sales opportunities. As far as, we'll create a direct sales program for you. Now, a big company, they want to do it themselves, but we'll come into you and say, hey, here's what we've done that's succeeded for us. So we'll put together a comprehensive program with LinkedIn marketing, email marketing, telemarketing, right? We'll put together a complete unified program, and we'll charge you for it, but not a lot. We'll charge, but we'll use our resources to do it. So we'll help you get new customers if you need it. Again, if you need it. Same with installation site surveys. We'll do it. We'll project manage it for you if you need it. If not, we'll also introduce you to third parties that we work with without any charge, and you can go do it yourself. So we come in and we're like, what do you need? We're going to give it to you. And we're really good at sales and marketing ourselves. So we basically just show you what we've learned and what we do. And if you want us to do it for you, we will. You want to do it yourself, great.
And you guys are able to roll this out nationwide. You can support people anywhere they are.
We can support it nationwide. Right now, we can do Mexico and Canada too. We aren't worldwide yet. Our manufacturer is worldwide though. But we're primarily focused on the United States. But we've got it totally covered. We've got a lot of great customer support team that's 365, 24/7. We've got a lot of senior techs that come in and help. A lot of our competitors might have one or two guys. We got a team around the country. And if one guy is having a problem solving, he'll bring in his compadres and they'll figure it out. We got a really strong customer support team.
Rob, you've been mentioning your partner program, but I have a kind of question. There's a lot of people out there, especially in the MSP community, that don't want to even touch telecom. They just don't want their hands on it. They have nothing to do with it. And yet they may have customers that have those elevators and other sites that are not ready. Is this for them too?
Yes. Yeah, I can tell you what we also offer. We have two different programs. One's like a hybrid between an agent and the white label. They'll want to do some of the stuff, but not all of it. Even they want us to do tier 1 and tier 2 support, which we expect our partners in the white label to do. We'll do that, but it'll be a different compensation program. And finally, we got our agent program. So if somebody's like, I don't want to touch it all like you just described, we'll give them, they can bring us in with them. We'll do all the work. We'll take responsibility for everything. And what we'll do is we'll pay them a commission on the hardware and a monthly residual just for getting us in there.
So there's a headline right there for people that, like I said, historically, this is not for them. This part of technology is not for them. They're not having to invest all sorts of time in people training and that type of thing.
Exactly.
Rob, I really want to thank you for joining me today. This has been very interesting. Thank you for giving us an introductory podcast on this. Where can people learn more about this program and this opportunity?
Well, they can email me, or they can go to thepotsbox.com and sign up or make a call, and we'll respond within 24 hours.
Well, I hope to learn more about this as we go forward, and this alternative path. Also, the interesting program for people that historically maybe have not done so much telecom before. A lot of elevators out there. But for now, Rob, thank you very much indeed.
All right. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for giving me the platform. I really appreciate it.